I use CLE Cosmetics for my face, and it's my favorite foundation. Well, CC, it's not a foundation really. It's a CCC cream, and I love this. I found CLE Cosmetics like maybe like about a year ago, and I started using one of their highlighters and instantly became a favorite. Um, and then I fell in love with the brand that way. And then someone else, Adelina, actually recommended, my friend Adelina recommended the CCC cream as well. And I love this thing because it is like, it's magic. First of all, I was like weirded out with it the first time I used it because it comes out like looking gray. Do you see that? I usually just put like a little bit of a few dollops along my face and then I blend it in this way. I also avoid putting too much on my forehead because I feel like I struggle with dry skin. So I try not to put too much product there and try to keep it more on the thinner side again. Um, Anyways, so as you can see, it looks gray right now. Like in person, it's just like a gray color. But there's micro capsules in it, so once those burst, when you start blending it in, it starts releasing your color, and it just looks really cool. So I mean, I'll just show it to you guys and stop talking. But look, as you can see when I'm blending it in, all of a sudden, the color changes. Like, look, not gray anymore, but more my skin. And then the more I blend it into my skin, the more it matches my skin, and the more natural it looks. And it's great because there's sunscreen in this. It's protecting my skin, so I'm getting makeup and, skincare and protection at the same time. Um, so, like, look at that. Isn't that crazy? That just blending in and those micro beads just like popping, that micro technology is just bursting in the mix and changing colors. I think that's just so, it's like magic, guys. But I love it. I think it's so cool. Um, Again, I usually don't put too much on my forehead. Today I'm putting on a little bit more just to demo and show you guys. Um, and then I just brush along the extra, blending in all the areas to make sure my skin is one even color. But like, look at that. Isn't that crazy? My cheeks are so naturally like rosy and red. And this has a pretty good coverage for being light. I usually don't put this much as well. I usually put like literally two little dollops, and maybe one little dollop on my chin. But to show you guys on camera, because there is a lot of light right now, I wanted to make sure you can see it. Um, but a little goes a long way, and it feels so light on the skin. Like you don't feel the product sitting on your skin at all. It just feels super light. It feels like you're putting on like cream, honestly. Um, yes, it is glowy. Um, I didn't realize how red I am until I saw it on this camera, actually. Um, but wonderful. So that's pretty much everything I do. Bring it underneath my chin as well to make sure I'm matching. And it has a nice dewy finish. You don't feel dry, and like it's because of the sunscreen in it. You've got this like dewier finish, not dry or matte necessarily, and it's not like super like greasy. I feel like right now it looks more shiny on camera than it does in person. So I feel like it looks like if I just it looks like my skin, but like if I just put on foundation. I mean moisturizer and sunscreen. And so as that oxidizes some more, that'll settle into the skin and continue to match my skin tone as I go on and do the rest of my makeup. So that's what I do for the face, and I love, love, love this product. Like I use it every day. Um, right now, it looks a lot lighter than it does on in person, and that's obviously because the light is bouncing off of it. Anything that has sunscreen in it, bear in mind that there's going to be some reflection, so it's going to look a little lighter when it comes to lights or photos, because there is product in the sunscreen that reflects light. But in person right now, it's like a true match to my skin tone. And on camera, it looks a little bit lighter than it actually is. But I love this product. It feels great on my skin, and it's the same product I use every time I go live on Verishop. So every time you see my makeup done, it's that I'm using. I don't use anything else. It's the only thing I use right now. Okay, so from here, I like to then go to my eyes. And usually what I'll do is just, like if I'm not in a rush, I'll just do mascara, and we'll do lips. And to finish things off, we'll do some like light bronzer and some light blush. So I'm going to quickly do my bronzer and my blush that I have here. Right now I have this Cosa medium bronzer. Not listed here. I didn't check to see if Verishop had it, but maybe next time I will double check. I think they do have Cosa products on here, but I will definitely check for you guys next time. And so when I do a bronzer, I'd like to just go in like the places where I want to contour, but also like where the sun hits to give me a bronzier feel and look and bring back more dimension to my face. Because whenever you're applying like any kind of like foundation or all over face product that is evening out your skin tone, it also flattens out your face because it's taking away some of that natural dimension and contour you have to your skin. And so we want to bring some of that back in a way that looks glowy and nice. And so I like using a really nice bronzer to do that. And as you can see, everything's settling into my skin. It's bringing shape, bringing warmth. And I always, especially in the summertime, I want to go for like a more, bronzy, dewy like look that feels light and good. And this is it for me. And then I'm just using some blush to go to the topmost part of my cheekbones. It's what I've been doing lately. I feel like it looks so good, especially in the summertime, is literally going from this portion of my eye upward and then blending out the extra upwards. And I feel like it instantly gives a lifted look, and it just looks really pretty, especially in the summertime. And I don't do too crazy. I try not to go to the apples of my cheeks because I don't want that pronounced. I want more so a lifting to happen here. So I feel like whenever I do that, then it pronounces this area, then this gets pronounced, and I don't prefer that. So this is what I've been doing for blush. Yeah, that's it. I feel like I have to put on a little bit extra than I normally do so that you guys can see it on camera because it's the light that I have is pretty bright right now. How to use that? How to use which product? Just Julie. But if you were asking about the bronzer, I always go to like the 3 section kind of, but I don't really like pull to 3. I focus on that little side temple, the hollows of my cheek. Trust your bones, guys. And then I usually do my jawline. So I'm just really like outlining my bones. And then blush, I just keep it here, like I said, in this upper corner. So now that I'm done with my face, I'm going to go ahead and actually, no, there's one more thing that I haven't shared with you guys that I normally do with my face. This one is like, it depends. Sometimes if I'm feeling like I want extra dewiness, I will use this product. It's another clay